Hi, my name is Matthew Wangeman. I teach disability studies at Northern Arizona University. I have been a disability advocate for over 30 years. I went to the University of California at Berkeley. So I have been very lucky. So I've been very lucky in my life. My first memory of the My first memory of the ADA was probably 3 years ago. 3 years. Was 3 years after 3 years after it was passed. Because I was in Berkeley and Berkeley had stronger and Berkeley had stronger laws than the ADA. So I really did not know or care about the ADA at that time. And the interesting thing is in Berkeley and in California, people with disabilities were we're talking about We're talking about how the ADA. We're talking about how the ADA was letting less strong. Was less strong for people with disabilities in in California and Berkeley. So when I first learned about the ADA. So when I first learned about the ADA, I was living in an area that had stronger rules and regulations for people with disabilities than the ADA had put in. So I did not understand or care that much about it. So I did not care that much about it at the time. I think the ADA I think the ADA has helped with accessibility. I think the ADA has helped with accessibility all around the United States. That is to me probably that is to me probably one of the most important things that the ADA has accomplished. Matthew says I really think the ADA is a great civil rights. I really think the ADA is a great civil rights. So as a great civil rights law, and it it has put disability it has put disability on the map in this country. But for people with significant disabilities, the ADA has not done that much in the grand scheme. Like as employment is a great example. We are still at rate. We are still at the same rate of pay or of B. We are at the same rate of employment. B. B. Before the ADA. Before the ADA. I think they, I think G, I, C, given, where, yes, I think giving where this, I think giving where this, country, I think giving where this country is giving what this country is today, the ADA can, let's see, could not be as stronger, could not be stronger. So given where this country is today, the ADA could not be stronger. In fact, the ADA can be, could not be pass. The ADA could not pass. Oh, given today, the ADA would not pass. I or A, and that is, and that is sad. Matthew says I. I really think our education. I really think our education system needs to be changed and be every even and even the and even though ADA and even though the ADA really does not cover education, it should in order to have people with disabilities in classrooms, in order to have people with disabilities included in this social society, included in the society, they need to be, or they need to have a quality education. They need to have a quality education and special education. And special education is not cutting it. And special education is not cutting it. So My way. So if I had my way, I would throw everyone together. I would THR throw. I would throw out special education and inclusion. One and have one SE and E education system and have one education system for everyone. It is stupid to have two. It is stupid to have two and two. And to me, it shows SHO. And to me, it should be and to me, it should be illegal to have a to have a separate education system. To have a separate education system. I would have I would have the ADA cover education. I would have the ADA cover education as well. J, just to read REA believe, just to really believe that people with disabilities have the same rights as everyone else, and I like to and I'd like to say we can have a we can have all the laws. We can have all the laws in the world, but if people's attitudes don't change. But if people's attitudes do not change, we are just spinning our wheels. If people's attitudes do not change, we are just spinning our wheels. And I use and I use a wheelchair. Matthew says, and I use a wheelchair. And T, and if my W wheelchair, and if my wheelchair just spins Its wheels. And if my wheelchair just spins its wheels, I don't seem to go anywhere.